Coming in at number 10 is Watch You Burn. Typical story of what you learn as you come up in this business of being an entertainer. They make you all the promises in the world, and you end up learning the harsh realities of it later down the line. It was a lot more wary than most. But, you think people are going to be team players all the time. You think people are genuinely out for your good, and to try and fulfill you, when they really out for themselves. People's interest in your last you're profitable for them sometimes. It is a big problem with what the business has become. There isn't enough investment in individuals in our world to get them to the next level sometimes. Not just in terms of money, in terms of energy, in terms of time, in terms of belief. They're very quick to use you up and throw you away. The album is Evolution. Coming in at number 9 is Already Gone. It's about being tired of celebrating death. Too much of it, wishing you had more time. Shocked that they left so soon, wondering if the mythology and the theology is correct and you will get to see them again. I theoretically believe in an afterlife. I do believe we have a soul. I believe the soul has energy. I'm a big believer in the concept of the first movement. Energy are particles set in motion. But who set the particles in motion? What entity? What force? Whatever you want to call it. God or anything else. If the soul has energy and those particles set in motion after they've been divorced from the physical shell, they should continue to be in motion. The energy shouldn't go away. Where does it go? Who the frick knows? That's a big thing that I always find so ridiculous. People feel you have to choose faith or choose science, and that's not necessarily the case. Album, Evolution. At number 8 is Hold On to Memories. There are a couple of tracks on this record that I can't listen to without becoming emotional, to the point of holding back tears. Have you ever seen the movie Coco? The concept within the movie is based on the old Mexican tradition of the Day of the Dead. So what do they do during the Day of the Dead? They light candles to remember their loved ones, and theology behind it is that as long as your loved ones are remembered, their souls remain intact in the afterlife, and if you don't remember them, they disappear. We've lost so many people lately. Chester Bennington hit me hard, Chris Cornell was bad too, but Vinnie Paul was worst. In addition, I lost my grandfather this past year. Not me. I'm reading this, as you can see. Credit. I didn't lose my grandfather. This is a completely different thing. You'll find out. This is written by David Draymond, lead singer of Disturbed. So that's what I put memory. Credit goes to www.loudersound.com. I'm not trying to plagiarize anything. I hope I don't get in trouble for that. And the more people you lose, the more you start thinking about your own mortality. It drags you down, but it's important to recognize that as long as you keep the memory with you, a piece of them is still alive. Credit goes to www.loudersound.com. The song is also on Evolution. That was way too fast. Number 7. Are you ready? This is kind of self-explanatory. The powers that be thrive on division and weakness, and it's just a call to arms. It's encouraging people not to allow themselves to be prey. That when you're strong. Even just protecting strong feelings, conveying strength, it encourages the predator. You want to scare a bear away. You stand your ground. It's not encouraging a civil war. It's a revelation in thought. Weird. A revolution in how you perceive yourself. People are glued to the next headline because they're scared to death. And to have the world live in fear makes life easier for those who are looking to control you. It's anything. It's family. It's government. It doesn't have to be one entity in particular. You yourself, as the individual, have been subject subjugated for too long, and you do not need to feel that way. Album Evolution Again. And the credit goes to www.loudersound.com again. Number 6, The Sound of Silence. The Sound of Silence is a cover song, and it is really good, and it put me to tears. The album is immortalized. Coming in at number 5, Inside the Fire. This song is about David Draymond's late girlfriend committing suicide by doing drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. The album is Indestructible. Coming in at number 4 is Indestructible. Indestructible is an anthem for soldiers. Vocalist David Draymond comments, "It's meant to be something that would make them feel invincible. Take away their fear, make them strong." According to Draymond, the song also signifies Disturbed's lingering presence and success in their music industry. Draymond comments that the song kind of symbolizes the fact that we're still frickin' here, that we haven't been destroyed, that we withstood the test of time. Guitarist Dan Donegan furthers this point, stating, "We feel that we've become indestructible to be able to survive this long in the business and continue